My child, don't skip this moment. Stay exactly where you are and listen carefully, because something unusual is unfolding right now. A message began spreading across the internet only moments ago, a message connected to the name of Elon Musk. People everywhere are whispering about a mysterious digital gift that appeared suddenly, and strangely, your name seems to be tied to it. Before you scroll away, understand this: opportunities like this appear quietly and disappear even faster. Many people will miss what is happening in the next few minutes simply because they did not stay long enough to hear the full story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the reason your name appeared in this situation may surprise you more than anything you've heard today. My child, a few minutes ago a notification triggered thousands of curious searches. Not a normal message, not a simple announcement, but something that looked like a time-limited digital drop. The strange part is that it wasn't sent publicly the way normal posts are shared. Instead, it appeared quietly through channels people rarely check, and those who noticed it realized something even more shocking. The message hinted that certain individuals had been randomly selected to receive a digital gift. Many viewers assumed it was a rumor. Others thought it was just another internet myth. But the moment analysts began tracking the origin of the message, they noticed something that made them pause. The digital signature pattern looked similar to systems connected with projects linked to Elon Musk's online networks. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because the real reason this message matters to you hasn't been revealed yet. My child, imagine opening your phone and seeing something meant specifically for you. Not something you signed up for, not something you requested, but something that appeared almost like a hidden notification waiting to be discovered. That's exactly why so many people are paying attention right now. The digital world moves fast, and sometimes things appear for a short window before disappearing forever. The message attached to this mysterious digital gift reportedly carried a 5-minute expiration countdown, which instantly created a wave of urgency across the internet. Some people ignored it and moved on. Others paused and wondered, what if this moment was real? What if the system behind it had actually selected random individuals for a surprise event? And what if the reason you're hearing this right now is because you were meant to notice it before the countdown quietly ends? My child, before you think this is just another random internet story, listen closely. When investigators began examining how the message spread, they noticed something strange about the selection pattern. The system wasn't targeting celebrities, influencers, or tech insiders. Instead, it seemed to surface in front of ordinary viewers, people scrolling through their phones, watching videos, or browsing quietly at home. That discovery changed everything. Because when something reaches everyday people instead of powerful figures, it often means the event is designed to test something deeper: curiosity, attention, and awareness. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the moment you understand the purpose behind this digital gift, the entire situation may suddenly make sense. My child, there is another detail that made this event even more mysterious. The message didn't clearly explain what the digital gift actually was. It simply hinted that the recipient would recognize its value the moment they opened it. Some analysts believe it could be symbolic, a digital experience, a hidden announcement, or access to something that hasn't been publicly revealed yet. Others believe it might be part of a broader experiment involving technology and human attention. And that possibility alone has captured the curiosity of thousands of viewers. Because if someone known for launching rockets, building electric cars, and creating global technology platforms suddenly sends a mysterious digital drop, people naturally want to understand why. My child, here is the moment where most viewers make a mistake. They grow impatient. They assume the story is over. And they scroll away before discovering the most important part. But the truth is that the timing of this message is what makes it extraordinary. The countdown attached to the digital gift suggests it is meant for people who notice quickly, people who remain attentive instead of distracted. In a world filled with endless noise and notifications, very few people actually pause long enough to recognize something unusual. That is why I'm telling you again, don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the final explanation behind this digital gift could completely change the way you look at moments like this. My child, many viewers who saw the message earlier reported something fascinating. The more they investigated the digital trail, the more they realized that the event wasn't just about a gift, it was about awareness. It was about whether someone would slow down long enough to notice what others ignore. Technology often hides incredible opportunities inside ordinary moments, but only people who stay present actually recognize them. That idea alone has made thousands of people replay the message again and again, trying to understand whether they overlooked something important. And now you are here, hearing about it before the final seconds pass. My child, the truth is that moments like this reveal something powerful about the digital age. Sometimes a message appears quietly, connected to a name that changed industries and challenged the impossible. Sometimes it carries a countdown that makes people curious. And sometimes it reaches someone who almost scrolled away before hearing the full story. If you are still here listening right now, it means you chose attention instead of distraction. And that choice alone places you ahead of countless others who never stayed long enough to understand what was unfolding. So don't skip. Stay till the end of this journey, because what happens next in this story may reveal why your name appeared in connection with that mysterious digital gift in the first place. The moment you are still listening now, my child, something interesting has already happened. Most people who first heard about the mysterious digital gift connected to Elon Musk did not stay long enough to understand what was really going on. They heard the beginning, they felt a little curiosity. And then they scrolled away. But the strange thing about moments like this is that the truth usually reveals itself only to the people who remain patient. So don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next piece of this story may explain why this message appeared in front of you right now. My child, after the first reports about the 5-minute digital gift started spreading, people began digging deeper. Tech forums lit up with discussions. Curious viewers replayed the message again and again trying to decode its meaning. What they noticed next made the situation even more mysterious. The digital trace of the message didn't behave like a normal announcement. It appeared briefly, almost like a temporary signal, then faded from certain feeds as if it was never meant to stay visible for long. That detail created a wave of speculation. Was it a test? Was it an experiment about attention? Or was it simply a rare moment where technology briefly opened a door that only a few people noticed in time? My child, think about something for a moment. In a world where millions of messages appear every second, the human mind automatically filters out most of them. We ignore notifications, skip videos, and scroll past information faster than ever before. But sometimes a message appears that quietly asks a simple question: who is actually paying attention? The rumored digital gift carried exactly that kind of energy. It didn't shout. It didn't flood every screen. Instead, it appeared quietly and disappeared quickly, leaving only a small group of people wondering what they had just witnessed. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Because the reason this event captured so much curiosity is about to become clearer. My child, some observers started analyzing patterns connected to the appearance of the message. They noticed that many of the people who encountered it were watching technology-related discussions or innovation content shortly before the notification appeared. That observation made them wonder if the system behind the digital drop was designed to appear in places where curious minds gather. If that theory is true, then the appearance of this message in your path may not be random at all. It may simply mean that you were present in the right moment when something unusual passed through the digital world. My child, here is where the story becomes even more fascinating. A few viewers who claimed they saw the digital gift icon before it disappeared described it as something minimal and mysterious: no flashy graphics, no loud announcement, just a simple prompt encouraging the viewer to open it quickly before time runs out. That subtle approach confused many people because it felt different from normal online campaigns. Usually companies want everyone to see their announcements. But this message behaved the opposite way. It appeared quietly, waited for a response, and then faded away like a passing signal in the night. My child, this is exactly why people began connecting the event to the name Elon Musk. Throughout the years, his projects have often surprised the world with unexpected announcements, unusual experiments, and bold ideas about the future of technology. When people saw a mysterious digital gift circulating online with a limited timer attached to it, curiosity naturally exploded. Was it simply a coincidence that the message referenced his name? Or was it part of something designed to make people pause and think differently about the digital world around them? My child, if you are still here listening, it means you did something that many others did not do: you stayed. And staying matters more than you might realize. Attention is one of the rarest things in today's world. People rush from one distraction to the next without ever discovering the deeper meaning behind the moments they encounter. But those who remain patient sometimes notice patterns others completely miss. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next revelation in this story may explain why the message about the digital gift created so much excitement across the internet. My child, before the next part of this story unfolds, remember that curiosity grows stronger when people explore together. If this mysterious situation made you pause and wonder what might really be happening behind the scenes, share this moment with someone who enjoys discovering unusual stories. And if you want to keep hearing about surprising digital mysteries like this one, make sure you are following this channel so you never miss the next revelation. Because the deeper people looked into this digital gift event, the more they realized one important thing: the message may not have been about the gift itself. It may have been about who would notice it before the timer reached zero. And the next part of this story reveals what investigators discovered when they tried to trace where that timer actually began. My child, if you are still here, it means you refused to scroll away when everyone else did. That alone already places you among the few who are truly paying attention. Because the deeper people began examining the strange digital gift connected to Elon Musk, the more unusual details started appearing. At first, the message looked simple: a notification, a countdown, and the promise of a mysterious digital drop. But when investigators traced the signal further, they discovered something that made the entire story feel even more mysterious. The origin of the message didn't behave like a normal broadcast. Instead of spreading outward in a straight line, it seemed to jump quietly between small pockets of viewers, almost as if the system was choosing who would notice it next. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. My child, imagine a signal moving silently through the digital world, appearing only for a moment before disappearing again. That is exactly how some observers describe the pattern. A viewer would notice the message, they would hesitate. They would wonder whether it was real, and before they could fully understand what they were seeing, the countdown would already be ticking closer to zero. Many people ignored it. Others thought it was simply a glitch. But the ones who stopped and looked carefully realized something fascinating: the message never appeared twice in the same place. Once someone saw it, it moved somewhere else, as if it was searching for the next person who was paying attention. My child, this discovery changed how people interpreted the entire event. Instead of looking like a simple giveaway or promotion, the digital gift began to resemble something else entirely: a test of awareness. The internet is filled with noise, endless videos, alerts, and distractions competing for attention. But hidden among all that noise, moments occasionally appear that quietly ask a question: who is actually noticing what is happening around them? Those who investigated the message started believing that the mysterious timer attached to the digital gift wasn't meant to rush people randomly. It was meant to reward those who recognized the moment before it passed. My child, as the discussion grew, something even more interesting happened. A few analysts attempted to map the times when the digital gift message appeared. They expected to find a predictable schedule or a repeating pattern. But what they discovered was the opposite. The appearances seemed completely unpredictable, sometimes hours apart, sometimes only minutes apart. And each time it appeared, the timer attached to it reportedly showed exactly 5 minutes remaining, no matter when someone noticed it. That detail puzzled everyone. Because if the countdown always started at 5 minutes, it meant the timer was triggered by the moment someone discovered it, not by the moment it was sent. My child, this is the part where most people would normally stop listening. They would think the mystery is already solved. But the truth is that the most surprising revelation came when someone attempted to follow the digital trail even deeper. When the data fragments were combined, the investigators noticed something unusual hidden inside the message's structure, a tiny identifier code that suggested the system wasn't just tracking time. It was also tracking engagement. In other words, the message seemed to measure how long someone stayed focused on it before deciding whether the digital gift would remain visible. My child, think about that for a moment. If a system truly existed that rewarded attention instead of speed, it would completely change the way people interact with information online. Instead of rushing past everything, viewers would learn that sometimes the most valuable moments appear quietly and only reveal themselves to those who remain patient. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the final pieces of this story might explain why the mysterious digital gift continued to fascinate everyone who encountered it. My child, the internet quickly filled with theories. Some believed the digital gift was a symbolic experiment about human curiosity. Others believed it was simply an elaborate digital puzzle meant to spark conversations across communities. But one idea appeared again and again in every discussion: the message felt intentional. The calm tone. The short timer. The mysterious appearance pattern. Everything about it suggested that the event was designed to make people pause and think rather than rush forward without awareness. My child, and now you are still here, listening to the story while many others already moved on to the next distraction. That alone means you understood something important. Sometimes the real value of a moment is not the reward itself, but the attention required to discover it. The digital gift may have started as a small mysterious notification, but it grew into a conversation about curiosity, awareness, and the power of staying present. And as the investigation continued, people realized there was still one final question left unanswered: what would actually happen if someone opened the digital gift before the 5-minute timer reached zero? And the answer to that question changed the entire meaning of the story. My child, by now you have stayed longer than most people ever do. Many viewers heard the beginning of the story about the mysterious digital gift connected to Elon Musk, but very few remained patient enough to reach this moment. And this is exactly where the story begins to reveal the part that made investigators pause. Because when someone finally managed to open the digital gift before the 5-minute timer reached zero, they expected to see a typical reward, a message, or some kind of announcement. But what appeared instead was something completely unexpected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and this discovery changed how people understood the entire event. My child, the person who opened the digital gift described the experience as strangely simple. There was no explosion of graphics, no dramatic reveal, no loud celebration. Instead, the screen displayed a calm digital interface with a single message that seemed designed to make the viewer stop and think. It did not immediately explain the purpose of the gift. It simply acknowledged that the person had noticed the signal in time. That detail shocked many observers. Because it meant the digital gift was not randomly rewarding people. It was recognizing the moment someone chose attention over distraction. In a world where millions scroll endlessly without noticing anything deeply, that small recognition suddenly felt more meaningful than any ordinary prize. My child, when this information spread through online communities, curiosity exploded again. People realized that the mysterious countdown was not simply a race against time. It was more like a doorway that opened briefly for those who were present enough to see it. Many viewers began replaying the earlier clues: the quiet appearance of the message, the short 5-minute window, the way the signal moved unpredictably across different parts of the internet. Each of those details now seemed intentional, almost like pieces of a puzzle designed to test awareness. And that realization made people ask an even bigger question. Was the digital gift really about the reward, Or was it about proving that someone could recognize an opportunity while everyone else was distracted? My child, something fascinating happened next. A few analysts attempted to recreate the experience by tracing the digital pathways where the message had appeared earlier. They expected to see the same signal again if they waited long enough. But hours passed, then days, and the message did not return in the same way. That made the moment feel even more mysterious. Because if the digital gift truly existed only for a brief window of attention, then those who noticed it had witnessed something extremely rare, a moment that appeared quietly and disappeared once its purpose was fulfilled. My child, this is the point where many viewers start realizing something deeper about the story. The message connected to the name Elon Musk may have triggered curiosity because of the powerful reputation behind it, but the real lesson hidden inside the event was much simpler. The digital world is full of signals, opportunities, and ideas that pass by quickly. Most people miss them because they move too fast to notice. But the few who slow down and remain aware often discover things that others never even see. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and the final part of this story may reveal the most powerful realization of all. My child, before we reach that final revelation, remember that stories like this grow stronger when people explore them together. If this mysterious digital moment made you curious about how attention shapes the opportunities we see, share this story with someone who enjoys discovering unusual events like this. And if you want to continue exploring surprising digital mysteries and hidden signals that appear in the online world, make sure you stay connected to this channel so you never miss the next story that might quietly appear when no one expects it. My child, the most interesting detail discovered by the investigators came from the structure of the message itself. Hidden inside its digital pattern was a small phrase that many people overlooked at first. The phrase suggested that the purpose of the gift was not to deliver something material, but to remind the viewer of something far more valuable. Attention is the rarest currency in the modern world. Whoever created the message wanted to see who would protect that currency long enough to notice the signal before it disappeared. My child, when people finally understood that idea, the entire story began to make sense. The mysterious 5-minute countdown, the quiet appearance of the message, the sudden curiosity connected to Elon Musk's name, all of it worked together to create a moment that forced people to pause. It showed that sometimes the most important opportunities are not loud announcements seen by everyone. They are small signals that reward those who stay focused long enough to recognize them. My child, you have now reached the moment where the final truth of this story is about to unfold. Because the investigators eventually realized something even more surprising, the digital gift was not just about one moment on the internet. It was about showing that awareness itself can unlock opportunities that most people never even notice. And the final part of this journey reveals the most powerful realization of all: why the signal appeared, why it moved quietly across the digital world, and why someone who stayed until the very end